Welcome to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Welcome everyone to Ford Field, home of the Lions here in Detroit. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. Kickoff team on the field ready to start this postseason classic. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. They're strengthening.
There he goes! And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll run it from the gun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Oh, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Complete on the shuffle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's good from 58 yards out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking left. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Grab behind the line. It's Miles. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to...
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Oh, he's got a chance. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The Broncos are on the move. They try to get it outside on the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Runs through a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. Inside. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part. Takes it back to the house for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. Run the gun. He leaves it with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Caught behind the line. It's Warren. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Miles. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Broncos will punt this one away. He takes it at the 45. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. The give to the back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Warren. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The big pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, the give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football.
Oh, he's got some space. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. The screen, and watch out. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A 1st down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Miles. And that one did not work. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting set.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stop just across midfield at the 49, but not before he forces the turnover and sets up this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Conrad. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down.
There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lyle. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. It's still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll do it himself. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He'll sneak it. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. This is a designed run. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not Moses. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Fires to the big fella. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Trevino. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Motion from the wide receiver. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They just keep firing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Trevino. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Under fire. That's caught. It's Conrad. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today.
Ready to start the 2nd half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. And that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in the rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Offense in a bunch formation. To throw, it's Lincoln. Makes the grab. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A designed run for the quarterback. Creates a little room. There he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Broncos had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. All kinds of room to the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Run it with the fullback. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The big fullback's got it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. The give on the inside. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Direct snap, finding open areas. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Conrad. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Has the 45 on its way. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lincoln. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Got him downfield. To the right. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Western Michigan, 26.
Coming out with it, it's Barnage. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you could run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in this...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Conrad. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, times you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the gun, the ground game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Lincoln. Unloads it left. That is just a sideline play. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And as he throws, he makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. And his throw was incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Broncos didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here comes the hurry up. Give to the fullback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. To the air, it's Lincoln. He's got it on the move, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Wide receiver going in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Here's the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. To have any chance to pull this game out, they have to convert on 4th down here late in the 4th. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it, 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to throw, it's Lincoln. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Complete on the comeback. Delivers the stiff arm. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown Broncos. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
39, Clemson, 38.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These corners going to give them some space. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback keeps it. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left.
Timeout, Western Michigan.
And they're running out the... They give it a try. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. He'll try to do it himself. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. These corners going to give these receivers some space. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever